Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Yeah. People get so confused. How is this doctor in the hood? Navigate the system, refuse to let it take my mind, body, and soul. You see what's good is misunderstood. Divine got me not sold out, but walked in the fire. Develop a real team. Try testing the true desire to really reach one, teach one, and learn from one. In a sector where they snake one, break one. Ain't no loyalty, niggas is fake. I see all them leaves. I got the rake, yeah. Let's go ahead and rake them up, bag them up. Yeah, let's go ahead and bag them up. Rake them up, let's body bag them up. What's the point when they don't play by the rules of engagement? They on that fake shit. Get it? They can't hang when the pressure cooker's on top tip. That's when they resort to doxing, calling jobs in, weak-minded with weak views and tight wigs. All of their time spent watching YouTube with no riz. Kids in the background screaming for attention they don't get. For some cash outs and AdSense checks already spent. For some cash apps and AdSense checks already spent. Watch us turn up. 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 Shout out to the codification squad. Shout out to the green team. Shout out to the code breakers. Shout out to Code Fam. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up.
Damn, this bitch in my hand, she doing too much. Beam on my hip and it spraying too much. Like, shawty get scared of the gunshots. Damn, shawty, I like it in franchise. She like how I'm moving, I do it a lot. Like, assholes come, I let my shawty talk. Damn, you like the way that I walk, you like the way that I talk, assholes still in my fuck. Like me and battle in the stew. Like, you already know what we do, we can take your whole life anytime. You know what we doing tonight. Like, band on the shit and we good for the night. Like, champagne bottles, we poppin' all night. Like, Casamigos and the lids. Casamigos got me lit. Fuck.
Casamigo, that drunk get me lit. Walk in the party, got everybody lit. Off the Migo, she throwing a fit. Off the Henny, she popping a tip. Send the play, I'm ready blitz. They mad, I know I'm making hits. I know they mad, I'm making pay. Pass that drawn the touch, cause bro wanna wait.
Shorty wanna fight, it's 2 a.m.
Shorty real fun, I think she brought her friend.
Like, she wanna run it back, she wanna do it again.
Shorty real fun, I think she brought her friend.
Like, she wanna run it back, she wanna do it again. Me and twin on the same thing. Shorty wanna come slide through. You already know what to do. She in my body like glue. I'm on all over it too. Fuck, like, we in the party, it's lit. Bad bitch, they poppin' the tits. You know what we doing, we lit. You get drunk on the island and dead. Bad bitch wanna go on the yacht. Bad bitch wanna go on my spot. Like, she fuckin' with me from the start. And she know what to do when I'm on. Yeah, fuck. Damn, this bitch in my hand, she doing too much. Like, me and battle in the stew. Like, you already know what we do. But you take your whole life anytime. You take your whole life anytime.
Another Dr. Bombay production. More hit for the street.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. Y'all gonna stop playing with me.
give it to me.
I gotta say what's up to D the rail and the conscious clientele. Put the sector on the map, put the sector on his back. Now we got it poppin', we unlock, we drop it. 12K on Robbie and couldn't get a pussy poppin'. B-Code, fam, HQ, from Arizona to Baltimore. What it do, Bombay, nigga? You got the juice now, for real. I picked a lemon off the tree, now I'm selling juice for real. We're at the porterhouse, let's get the beef on the grill. People told me to chill until they witness the skills. It's binary. And yes, I started this troll shit. Wesley TG, y'all remember the classics, binary. Bitch, I'm way above average, got a doctorate and it felt like practice. It's binary, this game is way too easy for me. I manufacture beef just to get through my week. It's binary.
I know you've seen better days. They think about running away. Wanna go back to yesterday, but these four MCs gonna show you the way. Stand your ass up, don't run and hide, or lay down like you're dead inside. You're in the groove now, show you right. So roll your spliff, settle in for the night. I know you've seen better days. They think about running away. Wanna go back to yesterday, but these four MCs gonna show you the way. Stand your ass up, don't run and hide, or lay down like you're dead inside. You're in the groove now, show you right. So roll your spliff, settle in for the night.
Hey yo, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Let's go, B-Code. Let's go, bro. Hey, they got me on the little screen, yo. There it is. What is up, you two? It's your boy Binary back at you with another live video. Hey, look, I hit the go live button early because your boy is anxious. There's some reasons why I'm anxious. RIP to Charlie Kirk. That is not the only reason why I'm anxious. You know, when you get older, right? When you get older, you just start to if you're blessed, right, you start to see things just a little bit more clear. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Look, I'm trying to regain my mother effing bearings. You guys know that regaining my bearings means this. This is what the AI overview says. And don't forget, if you don't have an AI companion, then you are going to get left behind. And I think it was the Bush era that brought in no mother effing child left behind. All right. So if you want to sound completely ignorant, if you want to sound outdated and ancient, if you want to sound like you don't know nothing, then go ahead and do all of this life living that you're doing on your mother effing own. The world has shifted and AI has become part of who we are, just like the mother effing Matrix. Binary, is this really coffee you drinking, Negro? Hold on. You think that's air you're breathing? God damn. So look, I'm feeling a certain type of way. It's weird. It's a weird ass feeling. It's one of those feelings like I don't know how else to explain it. It's one of those feelings like everything around me is bullshit. Everything around me is bullshit. That's how I'm feeling right now. I just got my bowels in my word and my family, right? Everything outside of me just feels so hollow and empty. So I'm trying my hardest to regain my bearings. I mean, there's a huge story out there about Lemon getting kicked out of the house. Like drama. I mean, like the juiciest of dramas is hitting our front door. And for the life of me, I can't catch it. I can't catch my bearings. I don't care. But I do, but I don't. I mean, we are so close because y'all know we are on a mission of hashtag never forget. We are so close for the top to pop off when it comes to Just Krista and Lemon. Because trust me, eventually, eventually, Lemon's eyes are gonna wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. And he is going to see just how dangerous that woman truly is. She does not have his best interest in mind. She is because just so y'all know, some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. This may pertain to some women, maybe it won't, but I know there's a majority, right? Majority of women can thrive off of an emotional relationship with very little touch involved. Most women can do that. If they have an emotional relationship where communication is top tier, where somebody always feels like he or she for that woman is readily available, where exclusivity doesn't have to be 100%, but you know that there are things about that opposite or that other person that is exclusive to you, like language in the way that y'all speak to one another. There are so many things that Lemon has afforded just Krista to make her content with what they have going on. And so she is living her best life because all of the make believe things that has happened on YouTube has been solidified and made real in her life. Like I said, if you don't have an AI mother effing companion, you're behind. So regaining my bearings means you are you are trying to understand your current situation and figure out your position or what you should do next, either literally or figuratively. After feeling disoriented, confused, or overwhelmed, it involves adapting and adjusting to new surroundings or circumstances, much like a lost person using landmarks to find their location. It's tough. It's tough for me right now because I feel as if I have grown mentally. You see, some of y'all don't think y'all's asses can grow anymore. Y'all don't think y'all's asses can learn anymore. And so you are stuck. You are stuck right where you're at with the knowledge that you have. And just like Just Krista, y'all's asses are content. You're content. For whatever reason, you can't grow anymore. So what you know is what you mother effing know. And can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. And for a lot of folks, when your growth stopped, it stopped right on the pinnacle of right there on the edge of getting out of ignorance. So your growth and knowledge and wisdom stopped, but you are still like if we had a sliding scale, you are just centimeters away from mental freedom, but you have stopped in ignorance still, because in order to be mentally free, there is something you have to do that is kind of painstaking, and that's called sacrifice. A lot of people can't sacrifice thoughts and ideals, ideologies, their way of life. They can't take that next step to elevate. Why? Because, like I said on my last live, separation anxiety is real, and it's not just with the person. You may feel like you're going to lose your mother effing identity, which is why so many people, especially in the black community, unfortunately, are stuck on government mother effing assistance, because they have been programmed to think what they have to offer to the world. And this is the saddest shit about about black folks, because black folks built the mother effing United States. And in that knowledge and wisdom has never left our being, our psyche. We are in a mental mother effing prison, where we openly open the mother effing prison gates and close that shit and lock it behind us. But we are so freaking stuck, we cannot move forward in this bitch. And so most people learn enough to be able to carry a half decent conversation. They know a few things about metaphysics. Now, they don't know that it's metaphysics, but they do know a few things about spirituality and behind the physical. They know a few things about mind. And unfortunately, a lot of people that know a few things about this kind of stuff, they get it from YouTube. That's unfortunate, because you retain information more when you actually read a mother effing book. When you read a book. Look, it's so crazy. I was on Lemon's panel last night, and people think that I was just looking for content. I mean, I get it. That's what I do, right? That's what I do. But I'm not even in that lane anymore, really, right? I haven't been swimming in that lane for a hot minute. I've been over here doing my own damn thing, right? But there were like 650 mofos over there. And half of them Negroes did not know somebody got assassinated yesterday. And the shit was circulating all over the mother effing internet, in which they mother effing reside. They are so disconnected from the real world. It's mother effing disgusting, yo. It's disgusting. How can you be that mother effing disconnected? Damn, whatever happened to mother effing balance, man? Whatever happened to the internet just being something on the side, yo? Something you go to for respite and shit. The addiction to social media is so real, it's probably for some folk worse than mother effing smoking cigarettes. Now imagine if you're addicted to cigarettes, alcohol, weed, cocaine, heroin, and YouTube. God damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we haven't even started the mother effing show. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see who's here. Let me say what's up to the peoples. Shout out to Klondike. Thank you so much. Terry Me, thank you for listening in the clouds on your way to bed. Flying low. Sandra, I see y'all. Thank y'all so much. CJ, there's my friend right there. Outspoken one. That capital S. If you say what's up to her, make sure you capitalize that S and put some respect on her name. What up, Angie? What up, CEO, little boss lady? That's my homegirl right there. What's up, Unbothered for real? Good talking to you on Instagram. Know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. Couple of things. If you haven't noticed, there's a few things that I did. I hardly ever share anybody out anymore. I hardly ever share anybody out anymore. I'm just in a different vibe. I'm in a whole different mode, right? And I went live early. I went live early. So I shared somebody out and I went live early. What do y'all think that means? What do y'all think that means? That means who's here is who's here. You see what I'm saying? Who's here is who's here. Listen, there has to be an area within the B sector where you can get on your grown man or grown woman ish. Because if there's not a quote unquote safe space for you to be mother effing mature, your brain is going to rot. The way social media is designed is to hypnotize you and to trap you and to capture all of the dopamine and to control the synaptic sparks and gaps in your mind in order to keep you glued to swiping. So it's not necessarily live streams, believe it or not, although the chat, which I love the chat, but the chat is the swipe method of a live stream. So the chat, if it doesn't move very fast, that's why the dopamine spikes don't hit. But if you actually enjoy the content creator, the chat doesn't bother you too much, but it still kind of bothers you a little bit. I mean, it's so bad that people will try to roast you, or people will try to beef with you, or clown on you, or something like that if your chat isn't moving. Your chat scrolls up, just like your asses and my ass be scrolling up. If there's not a space where you can go to create balance, trust me, all you are is one of those non-playable characters, NPCs in the matrix called social mother effing media. You have been programmed to say certain things and to respond certain ways and to think that you have some form of independence, but you really don't. You are programmed. And what is your programming? What did they use? What is the software that they use? What did they actually program? It's called high levels of ignorance. And they removed some of the what is it called? Receptors, and some of the receptors that they moved off of your circuit board when they programmed you was maturity. They removed maturity and the potential for growth. And they also moved the receptor of free mother effing will. What up, Don Play? What up, Malik? What's going on? It's interesting how people, and I'm only talking about people that spend 23.5 hours on YouTube in 30 minutes to wash their ass and possibly take a shit. My primary focus is just Krista. It's my primary focus. Being on this app without having a form of balance will have you sucking on pickles, will have you sucking on what's it called? Popsicles. Will have you waxing your mustache, lady. Will have you getting caught up in plays. I'm telling you, there's going to come a time where Lemon's ass is going to wake up and he is going to see that this lady is playing in his face. And look, look. She's playing in his face for obviously selfish reasons, because not only online is Lemon her lifeline, but Lemon is her lifeline in real mother effing life. He brings purpose to her real life. Look at everybody in the chat, everybody in the clouds that can hear me. Can you fathom this mother effing thought? Listen to this thought. Somebody on YouTube dictates how you think, move, and operate in real mother effing life. In real life. Like somebody on YouTube genuinely, not on no troll shit, but genuinely controls and dictates your feelings and how you really operate in real life. If that person on YouTube decides that he or she is no longer interested in your company online and in real life, you will have a meltdown. Something is wrong with you. I don't know if I was listening to Shakim's or if I was actually listening to the actual live, which I doubt. I think it was a replay. So I was probably listening to Shakim's, right? And I heard a back and forth exchange with Sour Patch and Lemon. Yo, shout out to my sister in Christ, Stephanie Collins. What up, Yolanda? What up, Diva D? Hopefully your post birthday day is going well. Man, I heard she had to ask to drink mother effing water. God damn. Oh yeah, what up, Lene? Okay, I'm seeing you outspoken one with that capital S. We ain't. I see. Yeah, she ain't from the set. Yeah, now y'all ain't claiming her ass. She been here long enough. You ain't claiming her. She's male identified, man. She's always told us that. Yo, this is expected behavior. Yo, shout out to Black Pearl. Thank you for being here. Male identified, right? Male identified in ignorance. I guess being male identified is a free pass for ignorance. And I'm not even saying that Lemon is verbally or social media-y harassing, violating, abusing this woman. I'm saying whatever Lemon has to offer right now, she is going to subject herself to whatever it is he has to offer because he is her lifeline. Yolanda is right. Just Krista has linked herself up with several dudes on the internet. But I don't think that she has linked, and I could be wrong because, I don't know everybody's history. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that she has ever linked herself up with somebody quite like Lemon, where she is able to gain the traction that she has. What up, Rasta baby? Rasta baby. What up, Shake and Bake? I don't know. I don't even have my link dropped. You know what I mean? He could be in the clouds right now. You know what I mean? One of the things, what up, Shakim? Rah, it's the homie right there. One of the things I do know, and that's crazy that Shakim would drop down right before I was about to say this, which is insane. One of the things I do know is he is adamant of going after Shakim's channel. He mentioned that shit last night. He doubled down on it on Stefan's. And I'm pretty sure any other link that he hits, he's gonna let us know. So I mean, there's that. So why am I regaining my bearings? Why do I sound so battered? Battered. Well, I don't know. Oh, look at that. There's the homie right there. Shout out to Lemon. Why do I sound so battered? Why am I regaining my bearings right now? Because somebody got shot in the neck. Like, come on. I remember the Manny Finney thing for Vegas. When that happened, it makes me feel a certain type of way. I can't explain the feeling. Okay, I'm not desensitized to shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Some people are like, damn, Binary, it was a whole racist that got shot in the neck. I still seen the shit. Don't be comparing that racist that got shot in the neck with the black deaths that you have seen, because that's something I do. I still seen the shit. I don't know. Social media and my real life, like, oh, how can I put this? When I look at social media, right, and they cover real issues, there we go. When I look at social media and they cover real issues, what tends to happen is the humanity of the issue is washed down the drain, and it feels as if you're watching a mother effing movie. That's one thing that I love about the codification squad. One thing I love about the code breakers is they know how to recapture humanity. Because when we were talking about deportation and I was on way on the other side, they were able to course correct me. We still don't see quite eye to eye when it comes to deportation, but they were able to course correct me so that my black ass could see the humanity piece of the deportation. I was fixated on the law portion of it. I was fixated on the numbers. I was fixated on people that definitely need to be gone, getting deported, captured, and gone. Like real, like the hardened criminals and shit that are illegal. I was hyper fixated on that. And then I was armed with a little bit of primary knowledge where some places where people are getting deported or whatever, it's not as bad as what the media claims it to be. And so I was hyper focused on that and made a whole generalization in my mind. But because I am not programmed like a lot of people are programmed, and I still have a sense about myself, when people started having facts and then they started like showing me cases or reminding me of humanity, I was able to shift a little bit. What up, Tiana T? Wait, what? Wait, what did wait, who we talking about? Hold on, let me get up in this chat. I think we got action. I think we got mother effing action. Hold on. Yeah, that's me in the picture. Yep. Let's see. I'll look at it as entertainment, but it gets to be too much. Yeah, Lemon is in the chat. Yeah, he's in the chat. Lemon's going to sleep. All right. Yes, she did. She maximized her relationship with TC as much as she could in her friendship with Shelly as well. For a long time. Okay. All right. He stopped y'all. Leave Sha Kim channel alone. Yeah, leave. Come on now. We really trying to strike? Are we supposed to give a F that a Trump supporter got? Oh yeah. See, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, Sha Kim. It's just I don't know, brother. You know, anybody getting popped in the neck. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just does something. I can't turn off the feelings. You know what I mean? Shout out to Olivia's cool. Okay. Let's see. Have you seen the TikToks of people not caring? Damn. They hate on me. Meanwhile, I feed them. Okay. The video was insane. Yeah, it's insane. I actually shared your videos, but you sent me crumbs compared to your master lemon. I see what it get. Wait, wait. You talking about me? Did you check IG? Morning binary. Okay. Binary, please. Them plucking people out of the Mexican restaurants is crazy. They just trying to mix a couple of drinks. Yeah, that was insane. You're right. That was insane. Nah. Shit does go way too far, Yolanda. I'm with you. The humanity element has entered into my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. All right, so I mean, there's just a lot shaking, right? And I think what I can do, because it seems like it's going to be one of those days. So let me go ahead and do this right here. Because in all actuality, I really did not feel like going live this morning. But I have people that rock with me, and people that are just dope as people. And what's today? Today's Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And it's my last day of the week anyways, and I just, I want to honor the people that genuinely support me. You know what I mean? So, it's just like one of those things. Y'all know. Y'all know. What up, being nosy? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping out the clouds. You know what I mean? I dropped the link. I mean, Lemon has been hitting everybody else's link. Shakim has been following suit. Not necessarily hitting everybody else's link, but Shakim is not. He's not afraid to hit a link and talk his shit where Lemon is at. You know what I mean? So could have action, or if anybody wants to cuss me out, I'm here. I done opened up the mother effing door for you to do what you need to do. I just feel a certain type of way. That's all. What's wrong with that? Hey, look at CJ. CJ is back. Part of the codification squad. I'm glad you figured that shit out, man, because shit. I don't know how to work that member stuff. I don't know why. I just don't know how to do it. Shoot. So ODS, Lemon got into it last night. Shit was funny. You know what I mean? I hit that panel and I tried to, break it up. What we doing? Break it up. We doing that shit. What y'all doing? Break that shit up. The B sector is on, like I said, the B sector streets, they on fire. You know what I mean? They on fire. Like right now, you could be an innocent bystander. You could get hit. You know what I'm saying? Mosky Lewis will say, when you tremble, it's fire, baby.
Fire, baby. That's fire. That's what I'm talking about.
When you tremble. That's a warning. It's a warning right there. I'm telling you. Mosky Lewis warned y'all's asses. All right, so I did drop the link. The link is pinned. You know what I mean? The link is pinned. I don't know. I care about all the deaths that I actually witnessed. I don't know. It does something to me. I don't know why. I didn't gain any satisfaction in watching that dude get popped. You want to know what's crazy is I actually enjoy his mother effing debates, because he will debate anyone. Win or lose, Charlie Kirk is going to argue with your ass, and he's going to debate. He doesn't shy away from any debate. And you can bring up anything. If you think he was racist, if you think he was that, if you think he was this, you can debate that shit with him. So what happened is we have somebody that has been permanently silenced, that has no room for true redemption while still alive. I don't know, man. I just can't take any satisfaction out of that. And it just seems like the shit was so random, but precisely planned. Random to us, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't random for those that planned it. And another thing is, it almost gives me Martin Luther King vibes of insiders taking him out. It just gives me those kind of vibes. The shot was too damn clean. It was too clean. Another interesting thing that's going on with that. Yo, what up, L Blue? What's up, sister? That's my sister right there. Y'all, hey, that's my real life sister. Y'all better not dox my sister. Shout out to Sharmona. What up, Sharmona? Good to see you. Good morning to you. Uh Illuma Negro, Enlightened Minority. I think that's QI. Yeah. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Definitely an inside job, right? I mean, that's easy. That's kind of obvious, right? Arresting old men or detaining old men that you already know ain't have shit to do with shit. All right, we got a visitor. We got a visitor. What it is, bro?
I heard nothing. Heard nothing.
Hey man, you sobering up, bro? What's going on with you, man? You all right?
I'm still drinking.
Oh damn. You stressed out, man? I heard your mama done kicked you out the crib, brother. You all right?
Oh, you kicked me out the crib. Am I gone? Hold on. Am I out the crib?
I don't
Wait a
know.
minute. Okay.
Oh shit! Oh
Okay.
shit!
Okay. What is this? What is it?
All right, all right. That looks like a comforter. Okay, now just don't be laying on the comforter and sticking your tongue through your fingers and shit, Negro. Don't be doing none of that shit.
What is this?
And that's your
Is
comfort.
it me?
Are you at a hotel or is that the crib?
My laptop right here.
Oh, that's your okay. Okay. Now, so was it just like she was just a little upset or what? Like what spawned all that,
I don't want to explain nothing to you, niggers.
bro?
I didn't come up here to talk about my mother.
Oh, okay. All right, you trying to keep that under wraps or what? What we trying to do with that?
It's not going to keep under wraps. I'm an open book. Read it.
I'm trying, brother. You keep closing the damn book. I'm trying to read this shit.
Hey,
What
man.
up, Sally? What up? What up, Queen Me Atlanta?
See this shit over here. You see that? You see that? You see that?
Just please, just don't. What we looking at?
Does that remind you of like Chinese food?
Food, nah, but it does remind me of Chinese symbols. Yep. I can't fix his sound. Look, Lemon has been on a world tour with the same sound. I'm not doing nothing extra. I ain't doing nothing extra. Yeah, damn, Lemon. Like, I mean, brother. I mean,
I'm at 8%, bro.
you at 8%.
Yeah.
So you just refuse to use your laptop because it kind of gets you stuck in one spot. Is that how that feels? Like you can't be mobile and shit.
No.
Oh, you just don't. You just don't like using it. This way, you don't have to worry about percentages and shit.
Nah. Can you go on mute?
Not can I go on mute on my own shit? Nah, Negro. Not can I go on. Shout out to Lady Snoop. Shout out to Rennie. Yo, do you know some Jay-Z lyrics, bro?
It helps the audio out because
Oh, if I go on mute, it helps your audio. Hold on, let me do this. When the Rennie's in the system, ain't no telling will I diss them? That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chasing. I replace them. All right, let me go on mute and see what your audio giving. All right, let me see. Go ahead, brother.
I'm throwing ones, throwing 20s and 10s on the straight pole, bitch. Fat wrong with niggas. I don't care. I do what the fuck I want.
That's a dope freestyle, bro. That's a dope freestyle. Yo, thank you for bringing my spirits up because they were down. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's a dope freestyle, and I see now why you're telling me to go on mute because you're right. Your sound does get better. Now, how did you figure that shit out? If somebody goes on mute, your shit get better. Let me go ahead and mute. This Negro, I swear to God.
Listen, they tell me, they say, literally, when your phone get low and you start talking from your main speaker, we gotta go on mute in order for us to hear you clearly without the fucked up sound. I don't hear it because I'm talking clearly. They tell me my audience, the people on the panel, They tell me, so I like, okay, damn, it's that bad. So my audience, Krista, whoever be on my panel with me, y'all know what's up. Y'all tell me like, let me, your audio is horrible. Pizarro, if we're not on mute, your shit is trash, bro. So that's what it is, bro.
That's crazy because that's true. So somebody asked me, I think it was Nine, or somebody asked me to see if I could fix your audio. Maybe I can. I don't know. Because you're right. That's insane how that works. That's insane. So maybe if I do echo cancellation, or I ain't even trying to get into all that though. I ain't even trying
Hold
to do all
on,
that.
hold on, Bunny. Let me go find my bottle. I don't know what I did with my bottle. Where's
Are you
my
sure
bottle?
you need that shit, bro?
Yeah, bitch. I mean, yeah. Mhm.
Negro, you might be one sip away from death.
Let me die.
Hey yo, let's get a bitch counter. That was one. Let's get a bitch counter. That was one. All right. All right. Yeah, so he's gonna
I fuck with binary. Shout out to binary. He ain't binary. That nigga is not binary.
freestyle.
Uh,
You crazy, bro. Yo, but Lemon's in his rap bag. I still got to do the 48 bar challenge. I still got to do that. I did not forget about that. It's just, I'm real busy at the job, so I'm still gonna do that. I think Resto and I think Lemon still want to be a part of it. Maybe Fact still wants to be a part of it. Shout out to Knowledge. Shout out to Ava.
no,
Thank you so much.
I don't want to be a contestant. I want to be a judge.
You want to be a judge? Oh, shout out to Nine. Do you uh, you want to be a judge? Okay. All right. All right. You can be a judge. All right. All right. I mean, got to get your audio together. You know what I'm saying?
I will. It'll be charged. Hold on. Let me go find my bottle real quick.
All right.
We finna turn. I'm finna turn this motherfucker upside down. You hear me?
Lord Jesus. He gonna be on here. He gonna be on here throwing up and shit. He gonna be on here throwing up. All right, until he comes back. Look, anybody. Uh-oh. Wait, I didn't hear that. Was that another bitch? I didn't hear that, chat. Was that another bitch?
Yes, it
All right,
was.
all right. We got two. We got two in counting. We got two in counting. All right, that's two. All right.
Hold on, and more bitch.
All right, we got three. We got three. All right. So we got three in counting. There is a magic number. There is a magic number. You know what I'm saying? There's a magic number. I know for some of y'all, you'd be like, one is the magic number. Oh, we have four? Oh, I counted three. Are you sure we have four?
Cold part is I fucking binary. I do. We up and down. We up down downtown on the bitch shit. You hear me? I fuck with him, but he always do this pussy ass shit to me.
What did I do? Now, how you gonna play the victim over here, Negro? Cut it out.
Don't stop me now. I fucking binary, but he him he be pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Limit's crazy. He's drunk. He's doing this and that. Like, don't play with me like that. You understand? I support you because you support me. I appreciate you. I didn't even want to meet your raggedy ass friends. I regret. One thing in my spirit, bro, dead ass. I regret meeting you.
Oh, well, that's tough. Shout out to Pretty Chocolate Girl Sage. Shout out to Hood. That's tough. Yeah. That's messed up.
Because the raggedy trash you brought behind you, I never foreshadowed I would meet this trash. I met you. I didn't meet them. Now I got this little dirty ass, raggedy ass midget bitch pussy punk motherfucker harassing me every day. But don't worry about that. I'm gonna take care of that.
You really gonna strike that man shit down?
I'm not gonna strike him. I'm gonna take what's mine.
Mm. Now, you're the self-proclaimed king of the B sector. Don't you enjoy the back and forth?
I
Don't you
do.
enjoy like
I
having
do,
like the
but
storylines and shit like
I
that?
want to show him stop fucking with me. And I'm gonna play with your shit since you want to play with my imagery and my likeness. Let's take your channel. This is my channel now. We're gonna get rid of you. You're done. You understand? I let you dig enough grave for yourself. Then when I strike, you know where to how to move. Everything on your shit is me. And I'll let you do so. Now it's time for me to do my big one on you. What video do I gotta get rid of a limit? No, everything is about me. I'll let you do so. Limit, why you ain't hitting Shakim? Because I want him to dig his grave.
I
Let's
mean,
do
that was strategic. But you know, Shakim, he's like a phoenix. He'll rise right out of the ashes. Shout out to Lemon's troll account up in here. I'm
Are
gonna
you
just say
sucking
it.
his dick?
Miami Post. No, I'm having a conversation, bro. Look, that's the thing. A lot of people can't handle conversation, especially when they beefing. So I
Did
understand that.
you put a restraining order on him?
A long ass time ago. Yep.
Okay, but you did it though. You did it right.
No, those are facts. Am I trying to discourage you from doing what you want to do? No, I'm just talking about it. That's all. Shout out to Donna Hughes. Shout out to the people. I'm just talking about it, bro. See, that's the thing that a lot of people get twisted. You know what I mean? I talk about whatever I want to talk about, right? Just like you do, right? You talk about whatever the hell you want to
Bonner,
talk about.
I've been woo bagging. I was like, Bonner, when he come back, Bonner gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Because Bonner season 3 is gonna be unfuckwittable. Been promoting your shit, even though I showed the cash ad, I'm forever thankful and grateful. I'm not one of these pissy ass niggas that piss on their ankles and rub it up with fucking tissue.
What we talking about?
But what I want to say is, just, just let me do me. You understand? And you step aside, little nigga, and let me do what I gotta do.
Wait,
Don't say
I'm the little Negro, or he's the little Negro. Who's the little
you,
Negro?
you,
Me. Hmm.
you,
And how is that? How am I the little Negro?
because you're stepping in my business with little dirt.
How am I stepping in your business when you're making this shit public,
Are you
Negro?
gonna really take his shot? Yeah, bitch. I didn't say it for no reason.
Wait, is that a bitch for me? I'm keeping count, Negro. Is that a bitch for me? Yeah? Was that for me, Negro?
Yes,
Seriously.
yes, it was.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. He gone. I can't do it. Not 5 bitches. That was the limit. I can't do it. Look, he's drunk. You know what I mean? Cut him some slack. Maybe he'll sober up on the next panel he hits. But that's 5. That was my number. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not. Look, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 500 with you guys. I'm gonna keep it 500 with you guys. I'm not built for this shit. I am not built for this shit. I thought I was, but the ignorance level required, to deal with half of this shit, it's just like my mind just can't go that deep into ignorance. I think that is a hindrance I have. One, because I value my job, right? That's a hindrance, right? Like, damn, I value my job. So that puts me back and blocks me a little bit from thriving in this mother effing sector. 2, I think with logic. Damn it. Logically thinking is a hindrance. It's a hindrance, right? It's like, shit, like damn, I wish I would just not use my brain sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And there's probably a 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but I don't even feel like putting no energy or time or anything in that. I don't put no real time or energy. No, we are buckled up. Okay, you said you're gonna take his channel. All right, fine. like I said, don't you look? Shakim has been down this road countless times. Now I ain't gonna hold you. This one might hurt a little bit more than others because this dude Shakim has put so much work into this shit, and I don't know, man. I don't know. But everybody has their everybody has the right to do whatever the hell they want to do, especially if it's their content. So I get where Lemon's coming from. I do. It was a strategic move, right? That the how can I put the patience one must have, right? To allow you to think that you are in the clear for using their material. Shakim has been using Lemon's material for a year and some change now. Like this has, and for however long we have been on the internet, Shakim has been using Lemon's material, right? And so he kind of just got used to doing it. And this is the thing about Lemon is Lemon now has Octavius in his corner still, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But Lemon does have a team around him that actually will do the shit for him because we know good and well Lemon ain't finna do none of that shit on his own. Shout out to Diddy Love. Shout out to Rhonda. Shout out to Skin Tinking. Wait, no, I ain't even gonna try to sound that out because I'm probably gonna be saying something stupid. So shout out to you, shout out to Jazzy, shout out to the people. And look, I ain't got nothing against Lemon. The Negro just called me a bitch 5 times. Am I really supposed to just sit up here and be like, okay, talk your shit? Come on now, come on, really, really, come on, really. Look, he called me that 5 times and didn't even bait his breath. He would never, ever call Radio Shack that. Ever. Y'all let me know why. Why would he never? And Radio Shack has definitely disrespected the hell out of Lemon. All I was doing was being cordial. Gave him a platform. I know he doesn't need this shit, but just being cordial. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to each his own. You know what I mean? Maybe he views Radio Shack. I don't know how he views Radio Shack. All I know is there's an energy there that is nowhere else as far as Lemon is concerned. There's a bias and there's an energy there. You know what I'm saying? So look, and I can't hate on that energy. It's not like I'm hating on it. I'm not. I'm just pointing out the obvious. And that's what a lot of people don't like. That's what gets me in so much trouble is I can't turn a blind eye to shit that I want to talk about. I can't do it. Radio Shack was clowning on Lemon's sexuality, and somehow that turned on me. I'm not really back, Hazel. Oh, there go Body Works. I didn't do anything to him either, and he took my mod stick and kicked me out of the damn Discord. God damn. Shout out Barn Dog. Side eyeing all of yous. I like that name. Shout out to you. He's disrespected you and you still send him money, so you expect it to be treated with respect. Yeah, I did. Well, not necessarily treated with respect, right? But there are people that know, right, Shakim? Those that know, they know. What an odd number of coin to give somebody. You know what I mean? What a strange number to give somebody. Like when you're thinking of giving somebody a large sum of money, right? Why $330? To those that don't know, because I know the Codification Squad, majority of you guys know. I know some of y'all on Instagram understand the meaning behind the number. But for those that really just don't see it or get it, can you at least have an ounce of thought to it? Isn't that a strange number. Like you don't have to understand the why behind it, but just look at the number. Because when the narrative of 400 was going around, what did I do? I didn't necessarily shoot that narrative down. I just said, that's not the amount. You want to know why? Because 400 is a nice, clean number that somebody could possibly send when they're not sending things, with something behind it, when they're not strategically sending things. And so the 330 is a litmus test. That's all it is for the temperature of people and where they're at mentally. It's a strange number. And it's crazy how so many people are caught up in the hundreds that are attached to it and not the actual number. Not the actual number. You know what I'm saying? And so, it is what it is. Binary, you definitely sound like a biased one right now, I guess. Hit the link and let me know how, Tiana T. Let me know how. Because I don't know how I sound biased. This is insane. For his birthday, yes, Rasta baby. You were out at that time, I think. But yes, I sent him $330. $330. Y'all have been playing Cash App games for over a year now. I don't know. Like when it comes to support, I just support who I support. You know what I mean? I just support who I support, and I don't apologize for who I support. But all I'm saying is 330 is a weird number. It's an even number, but it's odd. It's just an odd number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's an odd number. Oh, please, he dragged me for months when I wasn't even going live. So you got to know the whole story. My hope, I don't want your channel gone, bro. You put too much into that shit, bro. You put way too much into that shit, bro. And man, you want to talk about like that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't want to see your shit gone, bro. I don't. I like let me keep it real. I like rely on Shakim Ra's live streams. Cause I can't be everywhere. I can't. And let's keep it all the way real. You can't really get caught up on things over on Lemon's live stream. You can't really get caught up. Right? It's not that type of show, right? Lemon's live stream produces a lot of things a lot of people talk about. So you're not really going to get caught up. You're just going to see like what the next topic is going to be. Like, Lemon's mama getting fed up with him and shit at that particular moment. She was probably just trying to sleep. I don't know. But obviously he's at the crib. You know what I'm saying? He's chilling. Or maybe she let him back in the house. I don't know. But the thing about Shakim's live stream is he genuinely breaks shit down and lets you know what's happening just about every mother effing where. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And now he's under fire, I think. I don't know how he feels about this, Shakim. I don't know how you feel about Lemon threatening your shit. All I know is I don't want to see your channel gone, bro. I don't want you to have to keep restarting and restarting and restarting. I've seen you do that countless times, dude. And it's just like, ugh. The shit is frustrating. Yo, shout out to Room Shaker. I see you. Thank you for being here. Look, I just went live because, I'm trying to regain my bearings. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, make sense of this fallen world. You know what I mean? And that's probably my downfall. trying to make sense of shit that does not need to be made sense of. So I don't know. Another thing is, okay, this is a back and forth between Shakim and Lemon, right? So it is their beef. I'm going to talk about it. And so, of course, I'm going to get smacked in the back of the head a few times, right? I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to get smacked in the back of the head from Shakim. I'm going to get smacked in the back of the head from Lemon, catching strays and shit, because I'm going to talk about what's happening, right? So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I know the game. That's just the way the game goes. I get it. I don't pick ultimate sides like that. I just don't. I don't. And I will say this about the entire situation. It feels to me that Lemon could be a little bit jealous of Shakim. It is what it is. It is what it is. Why? I have no idea. It's almost like, hey, what up, V. Lachey? Good morning, friend. Thank you for being a member for so long. Why are people keeping the ending a secret? Ooh, what is that? What is the ending? I don't know what the ending is. Maybe one of the reasons why Lemon appears to be jealous with Shakim is because Shakim has made genuine connections on YouTube, which is very hard to do. A genuine connection, one genuine connection trumps 50 people that are just there for the ignorance and they don't really give a damn about you. So for every one genuine connection equates to about 50 fake ass connections. You do the math. Let us not forget Caesar salad. Let us not forget, seriously, eat a salad. Shout out to the salad challenge. Let us not forget that Lemon has invited us into his psyche. And he opened the door. I walked in it. Walked into his psyche, looked to the left, looked to the right. I was like, oh, wow, the walls are empty. There's nothing on the walls. This is crazy. And so as he invited us into his psyche, he started explaining why there's nothing on the walls. It's because he has abandonment and trust issues. And I'm not clowning on Lemon. Don't forget, I got called a bitch 5 times. I'm not clowning. I'm just stating the mother effing obvious. And when you have abandonment and you have what's it called? Damn it, separation anxiety and trust issues, everything is never enough. You heard me? Everything is never enough. Because anything that comes your way, for whatever reason, you hyper focus on how you can keep it instead of enjoying the company and time that you have in the moment. When you have deep-seated and deep-rooted abandonment, separation anxiety, and trust issues, when you have those things, you are stuck in the past, which is one of the highest forms of depression. And then you get pushed into the future thinking people are going to leave you when that's the furthest thing from their mind. And what does that do? It feeds into anxiety. So when you have somebody taking uppers and downers at the same time mentally, you get somebody that calls you a bitch 5 times when you afford them a space on your platform. What up, LaDon? Good to see you. Good to see you. Anybody else come up in here that I missed? I don't know. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I mean, it's just that. It's just that. It is in it. And listen, it's that simple. The shit ain't complicated. It's not complicated. What makes things complicated is our inability to have emotional intelligence. That's what makes shit complicated. When you have zero emotional intelligence and you are attached to a specific content creator because how he or she makes you feel, that's what makes situations like this hard, because you are solely focused on the back and forth. Well, Shakim shouldn't have been using his shit. Well, it is a back and forth. Lemon shouldn't be like this towards Shakim. But when you can get the metaphysics behind things and you're not so hyper focused on what's in front of you in a tangible matter type of fact way, you could start seeing a larger picture. And the larger picture, in my humble opinion, is that Lemon can recognize that Shakim has genuine relationships. There is no amount of people in your chat, people on your panel, people in your Discord, people blowing up your mother effing Instagram phone, whatever that shit is. There's no amount that can appease somebody that has trust and abandonment and separation anxiety type of issues. The shit just ain't gonna work. There's no amount of longevity either. It doesn't matter how long of a relationship you've had with Lemon. If he doesn't deal with those issues outside of a bottle, it is what it is. Now, look, I'm not even faulting Lemon for being the way that he is. That's him. That's who he is. He's accepted himself, so I'm accepting him as he presents himself. You see, I think that's where my twin, Resto, puts himself in a trick bag, is out here trying to change folks. Man, you ain't changing nobody, bro. You know that. Come on now. You ain't changing nobody. Especially people that have made up their mind and there is little room for growth and elevation. And I'm not talking about growth and elevation where they're standing on the corner like some Hebrew Israelites or no bullshit like that. I'm talking about growth and elevation and just understanding concepts. Understanding concepts and understanding entendres, understanding just, not just surface level speech. Understanding flows of conversation, connecting dots, and not being so reactionary. Understanding the value of being pro mother effing active. There's value in being proactive. The only reason some folks are not proactive is because they don't want to put in the mother effing work. But there's value in it. And so, my twin, Mr. Resto, was driving himself insane. When somebody is content with their lifestyle, no matter how raggedy their lifestyle could be, you can't get upset when you can't change them. I remember when I used to be a pastor, one of the ministries that I was a part of that gave me some of the most anxiety was when we would help the homeless. But that is a biblical mandate. You help the mother effing poor. And so because I knew that was like an obstacle for me because of the way that I think. You know what I mean? I knew that that was a ministry I needed to really be a part of because it was going to challenge my black ass. I was going to be able to grow and evolve. What it is, though, ODS, shout out to Cosmic Girl. Good to see y'all. ODS and myself and Pizarro was holding it down on Lemons before he came back, and his mama threatened to kick him out the house. You know what I'm saying? We was holding it down. Have fun with you on the panel, big dog. Seriously, for real, for real. And so the reason why I struggled with that ministry was because there was nothing I could do or say if they have made up their mind that homelessness is where it's at for them. Fentanyl wasn't that big when I was doing that shit, but some other drugs were. And that was genuinely their lifestyle. And even if they got cleaned up off of drugs, they would rather be homeless. There were some homeless people, at least three dudes that actually challenged my logic in the way that I think by saying, I know you're judging me. This is one dude told me this. I know you're judging me, but what you don't see is I have a better life than you because I'm free. That wrecked me. I wouldn't have felt that. I wouldn't have understood that concept of freedom in this person's mind if I didn't put myself in a position to learn, mother effers, to actually learn. And when he said that, and he said it with such conviction, I felt that shit to the core of my mother effing soul because it was true. He has way more freedom than me. But my black ass was sitting up there judging him as if I had something to offer. What can you offer a free man? Just change my perspective. That's all. But if I didn't put myself in that position, I wouldn't have learned that mother effing knowledge, and I wouldn't be able to course correct how I mother effing think. That's called wisdom. It's called wisdom. He was crying on your live, or I did share you out, Stefan, and I did watch a good portion of your live, but then I just had to come live because this is my time, you know what I mean? So I just had to come live. So I didn't see the part where he was complaining or whining or crying on your live. I didn't see that. This is not a lemon bash session either. And my hope is that understanding that $330 is such a weird number to give somebody that people realize there's a method to my madness without me just saying the light's green, go. It's yellow, slow down. It's red, stop. After you already got your license, bruh. Really? Seriously? I shouldn't have to be in the passenger seat saying, it's green. After you've already got your license, on the back of the car, it shouldn't say student driver. It should just be like, yo, that is a weird number. Binary's up to something. But not everybody could think like that. Or maybe people are thinking that's all Binary had in his account. He cleaned out his account and gave Lemon a weird number, $330. I don't know. I guess after we left the panel, Lemon came back. He might have been being too loud in his house and his mama kicked him out the house. But he's not out of the house, though, ODS. He's not out of the house. He proved today that he's not out of the house. He cammed up, you know what I'm saying? And, showed his comforter and showed some Chinese symbols on his arm. I was going to ask him what it meant, but he called me a bitch for the 5th time. And I just, it is what it is. He had to go. I'm not going to subject myself to that shit. And I know like that's how he gives it up. but I really wanted to do the talent show. So I subjected myself to that shit for a time there because I really did want to do the talent show. I don't know why. I just really wanted to do it. I wanted to be a part of that. It was history. You know, I need to, you know, I'm self-proclaimed in the beef sector. I believe that I'm beef sector 4.0, and you know, I need to start solidifying, you know, history within the beef sector. And I thought that that was one of those pivotal moments. And if my name is attached to it, it'll go down in history a little bit. So, you know, sometimes you just have to do what you got to do. And so I subjected myself to that for a time. And then when it was over, it was over. And I have never once subjected myself under that shit ever again. Like, come on now. On YouTube, I like to come on here and report. On YouTube, I like to come on here and observe. On YouTube, I like to come on here and troll. But what I don't like to do is explain my actions. I can't stand that shit. And the reason why is because that takes away from my content. How so, binary? How does explaining your actions take away from your content? Because of because the type of actions that I do on YouTube, it's so easy to understand the method behind the madness. All you got to do is wake up, wake up, wake up for 2 seconds. That is part of my stitch. No, what, how do you say it? Stitch, niche, stitch. I don't know. That's part of what I do on YouTube. So if I have to keep explaining actions, it robs me. What is something that Lemon does on YouTube that's part of his brand or whatever? It's drinking. You take that away from him, you cripple him. What is something Shakim does? Something Shakim does is voices and freestyle roast. Very hard to do. Shakim will hit you with a freestyle roast and go for about 2 to 3 minutes. And you know it's freestyle because just out of nowhere, he busts out and he doesn't stop for that's a long ass time when you're just going off. Take that shit away from him and you hinder him, you cripple him. If I have to explain, and this is just my thing, because some people like to explain their trolling and shit like that. If I have to explain, you're crippling me. Nobody wants their superpowers taken away. Nobody wants that shit. And so that's where I'm at with everything right now. That's where I'm at with everything right now. What do you mean, binary? I'm at Grandpa Joe having a dope ass live stream. It almost pains me to say that shit, but it's just true. Shakim Ra the other day had a fire ass live stream. I wish somebody would catch me on Instagram that has the same that understands the pulse of what I'm kind of looking for. I wish they would catch me and let me know what's what and where's where, because I would love to just hear those types of live streams. But unfortunately, I have to do the work and I have to listen and I have to sift through hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of nothing to get a glimpse of get your ass out the house, to get a glimpse of a nasty ass salad that probably should not have won the challenge. And Pizarro is pretty adamant too about that salad that should not have won the challenge. And then it's like the more the salad sat out, the more you realize you did not want that shit in your stomach. It looked like that salad had salmonella. It looked like the cow came alive and said, "Eat more chicken." Lovely Love should not have won that challenge. I don't care what nobody says. That shit was disgusting. That shit was disgusting. It was not fire, baby. That shit made me tremble.
Fire, baby. That's fire. That's what I'm talking about.
Would you tremble?
That shit looked like it would give you the shits. That was horrible. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like judges judging competitions, because unfortunately for a lot of people within our space, the beefing sector, biases reign mother effing supreme. Biases reign supreme. The shit happens in the chat as well, so it's extremely difficult to do challenges without biasness. And that's one thing that made the mother effing talent show pretty successful. Because although there were slight biases, it was not overbearing. Now, I can say this, the judges and myself, we got it wrong at that talent show. I could tell you that. We definitely got it wrong. But it's not as clear as day as this shit with Lovely Love. Because at least at the talent show, yeah, we may have got it wrong, but at least real talent got the prize at the end. Real talent. And at least the shit could go either way with who did what or whatever. And now I know if I ever host or judge or have any commentary on shit, I'm looking for moments now more than the actual talent that's presented at me at the time. I'm looking for moments. Because if you look at the test of time and what's really propelling that talent show, once it was over, it wasn't even the winners primarily, outside of one of the major winner getting into a beef with Malik, which Malik had every right to speak his mind, nah, I mean. But they didn't even carry the talent show afterwards. What kept the buzz going was the lady crawling under the mother effing chair. Honest Rose dance. So many remakes. Even I did, I think, 2 or 3 remakes of that bitch. They had cartoon skits of that bitch. It was dope. So that's what I'm going to start challenging myself. I'm going to start challenging myself to start capturing classics. Y'all know how I try to capture body bags? Now I'm going to start trying to capture classics. Based on what's going on with Lovely Love's health, I understand why she won, and I'm actually glad that she did. Understood, and that's the reason she won, but she shouldn't have won. She shouldn't have won. That's just my humble opinion. What up, King Banks? I understand that, and I promise you, L Blue, I thought the same thing. What up, darling? What up? Good to see you. It was definitely sympathy. Definitely. Anybody else sneak in here that I didn't say hi to? No, I think we good. I think we good. Oh, Kimberly Black. Kimberly Black is cool as hell. Just so y'all know, I think she cool as hell. Even though you know sometimes she'll talk her shit about me. That's okay. I like that though, because she cool. You know what I mean? So okay, yeah, I think we good. I think we good. I feel for anyone that's fighting cancer, but she should not have won. Facts. That's where I'm at. Okay, and here it is. Okay, Cosmic Girl thinks she should have won. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I still don't think she should have won. That shit looked nasty. You got the food challenge. I don't like the food. You can't smell the food. You can't taste the food. What if the food nasty? What if the food nasty? Nah, I mean, I ain't eating that shit. Oh man. Hey, I think Jay Wilson is going live in about 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Jay Wilson has been a hot topic in the news. Uh, Black gay male sector, BGM, the BGM sector, black gay male sector, yeah, BGM sector, right? That has been coined. I'm not going to throw the person that coined that out there. Unless that person, self-identifies, but I'm not throwing that out there. But I thought when that person told me that, damn. Oh, she just gonna go ahead and claim it. She said, "Let me claim my shit." She said, "Let me claim my shit." Cosmic Girl. That is the black gay male sector over there with Jay Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Jay Wilson does have his ecosystem of black gay men that voluntarily bring their drama his way. You know what I mean? That's the BGM. Cosmic Girl is really good at that shit, if y'all didn't know. Cosmic Girl is really good at looking at a situation and branding that shit. That is like her specialty. Like she's really good at that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I am going to hate to see Shakim's channel go. I'm gonna hate to see it. If Lemon does go through with it, which a part of me is thinking he's not gonna do it. There's a part of me thinking he's not gonna do it. But then there's a other half of me that's bigger than the part that thinks he's not. That thinks, okay, this Negro is that petty. Like that has to be some deep rooted hatred. Lemon came up here and said that he regrets the day that he met me because of the Umar Johnson sector. I tried to warn Lemon, the beef sector, and anybody else, that thought that my sector wasn't shit. I tried to warn y'all's asses that the Umar Johnson sector, although we are small, it's vicious. I tried my hardest to warn y'all. It's vicious. I don't know what it is. I don't know what type of energy that we done tapped into. And I'm saying we because that is the place that birthed me as far as YouTube is concerned. I don't know what type of time we on. I don't know what kind of retrograde moon energy, whatever the hell type of time we on. But there is a handful of people that can dictate a lot of shit. A handful of people. The Umar Johnson sector is not that big. But whenever we go to other spaces, we handle our mother effing business. Now, I am going to say this, and it's going to ring true in your mind, but you are going to deny it. But let me go ahead and say it anyways. What the beef sector wants to do, the Umar Johnson sector is already doing. What the beef sector wants to do, the Umar Johnson sector is already doing. Let me explain. We have our sector. We safeguard our shit. A lot of barriers. No one can hijack the Umar Johnson sector. The Umar Johnson sector is like Jerusalem. It's like Israel. It's like they're trying to fight over the Gaza Strip. It's like a small portion of land that world wars are built around. People are looking at this land and saying, why is this land so mother effing important? I don't know. We must be the chosen ones. I have no idea. But many have tried, and just as many that have tried, that same amount has failed. They try to come in, they try to take over the Umar Johnson sector. They get mud on their face, a big disgrace, slide in through the mudslide as their asses get turned around and kicked right on out. I've seen it for almost 8 or 9 years now. The beef sector tries to do that shit, but can't. You can't tell me that the merge into this is like I was Martin Luther King and shit, and I was like, and the Umar Johnson sector are the blacks, right? And unfortunately, let's just say the beef sector are the whites, right? And I'm Martin Luther King and shit, and I'm like, we must assimilate. Non-violence as we enter in. Segregation is never a way. I have a dream where homophobic people will share a water fountain with homosexuals. I have a dream. And so I merged the two together, but I brought the homophobic people into a homosexual space. Predominantly, by the way, not everybody's homosexual, but predominantly. It is not the other way around. And just like the whites were upset that the niggers are walking up and down their streets and in their schools, and they had to try to get out of the city and go to rural land and go to suburbs. Now we got to create suburbs. Just look at Compton. As the blacks came through, the whites had to dip. And now the whites trying to go back and gentrify. You ain't going to gentrify the Umar Johnson space. Damn it, I don't know who Malcolm X is. But if you listen to the analogy, you know damn well that Martin Luther King makes more sense. There we go. And storylines. There we go. That's what I'm getting at with the suburbs. The old B sector didn't sell out. It was 2.0. The old B sector said, yeah, we packing up our shit. But hey, you can't forget gentrification though, storylines, because there are some old B sector people that are coming back to the hood. Talking about, hey, I realized the game. These houses aren't quite that bad. These black folks, although the media is telling us they killing one another, they actually living a pretty decent life. Let's kick them out. Let's relocate them. First, let's pretend like we're gonna share in their suffering. Oh yeah, that's wrong what they did to George Floyd. That's wrong. Let's stand together. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? There was a time, because there is a predominantly, oh my gosh, how can I put this without offending? Let me just go ahead and say it anyways, because I mean the offense is probably already out there. But there's a space in Phoenix where you have white Democrats that are woke. Okay? I like walking in that neighborhood, right? As a black man. I like walking. I just like walking the streets and it feels good. Because you know that the same people that have these Black Lives Matter signs in their yard kick black families out of their house. It's insane to me. And it wasn't them per se, it was a system, but the system benefited them and the audacity to have the signs. And I know my very presence walking up and down their streets raises concern. Where does he live? What does he do? Why is he here? I don't know. It's just fun to do. Yo, what up to no, it's not the Biltmore area, even though I mean, because blacks really weren't like there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gip. It's more of the Encanto area, Stefan. I don't know if you know about the Encanto area. But the Encanto area by the old state fairgrounds, Stefan, those houses used to be raggedy, very small. But now people are realizing, wait, these houses are actually built kind of nice, and they look like if you throw some paint on the walls and throw some paint on the outside too, they look historic. With a little TLC and a little encouragement of getting the blacks out and pushing them south, we'd be all right. I'm pretty sure Stefan knows exactly what I'm talking about now. I was just enjoying getting to hear your intellect. Now I feel some kind of way, Mr. Binary. Understood, Sage. I get it. I understand. I get it. Trust me. I understand. I understand. Seriously. What up, Miss Margot? What's good? We have too many people in here for me to troll you, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to respect. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to respect you. See, the OB sector is like that little boy in the color purple. It's going to rain on your head. Ear hustling from the clouds. You're welcome, Miss Margot. But I will do this. You tremble. All right, y'all. I got about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I got about 20 minutes, and then I'm up out of here. What else can we talk about for 20 minutes? I don't want Shakim's channel gone. Lemon is threatening Shakim's channel. Shakim has been putting pressure on Lemon. Lemon has stated that he's actually tired of Shakim talking about him. Now, this is the thing. Okay, 20 minutes. I could talk about this for 20 minutes. This is the thing that I find pretty interesting is that in the clouts, the clouts. This is the thing. Shout out to D-Darrell. D-Darrell's like, hey, Binary, don't worry, I'll be there, man, but I'll be in the clouts. I'll be in the clouts. That's that thick Houston accent. I'll be in the clouts, Binary. Don't worry, I'll be there. Shout out to D-Darrell. Oh, shit. All right, back to it. This is what I find pretty interesting about certain scenarios, right? How in the world, right, can you boast in one hand about being the clout, about feeding the streets, but then in the other hand, get upset because people are talking about you? To your Sunday panel, it does depend on the time because LaDon, believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, I actually do go to church. Like I do. And there's football, right? So, I'm a man. I just got to keep it real. So it all depends on the time, LaDon. It all depends on the time. But yeah. If time permits and my laziness doesn't take over, I will be there. Gert. You see, people don't keep it that real with you, huh, LaDon? They don't keep it that real with you. If it's a win or lose battle, I don't know who won, Donna Hughes. If it's a win or lose battle, because Shakim, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, it is now 5 5:12 a.m. where I'm at. What time is it where you at, Ladon? It is 5:12 a.m. Where I'm at. Oh, you'll tag me. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Please don't tag my old channel. Some people still be subbing to my old channel. It's like, damn, I need them subs over here. What y'all doing over there? It is antiquated. It is. And it's nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps you in the know of certain types of religious movement. And I don't mean movements as in like a group coming together trying to change things. I'm talking about the movement within certain denominations. You know, Sage, I do. There's always a method to all my madness. I like to be in the know, if that makes sense. And don't forget, that is my wheelhouse, Sage. I don't know if you knew that, but I know a lot about denominations, churches, religion, and stuff like that. I just don't overly talk about it online. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like that. I like that stuff. I like to study it. Like I said, I think for the past week, I've been saying that maybe one day there might only be like 2 in the chat, but I don't care. But maybe one day I will do a solid breakdown of the book of Revelation and the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. I'm telling you, the parallels there are so insane, it will blow your mind. Well, for the 2 people that would listen to that shit. But it's crazy. It's dope. It's crazy how that works. But anyways, oh, what up, Rachel? What's good, friend? It's been a minute, right? It's been a minute. You've been catching replays. I love that. But, it's always good to see you in the chat. Know what I mean? Did you see that pastor openly rebuking the praise leader last week? It went viral. No, I didn't see that. Jazzy always got that type of tea, though. I didn't see that. Girl, hey, catch me on Instagram. Send me that link. Yeah, I need to see that. Not rebuking the praise leader. Why? Because maybe the praise leader came out or something. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. Oh, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. Oh yeah, I'm not on the East Coast. I'm in Phoenix. I'm in Phoenix, Ladon. What up, Pamela? What up? What up? What up? What up? Damn, I'm not used to having 90 people in here. You know what I mean? It's strange. I'm not used to it. I think we went over 130 maybe. I'm not used to that shit. Maybe I got shared out. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I don't know. Just not used to it. And this is coming from somebody that almost had 600 one time in his chat. You know what I mean? But I'm just not. I don't know. It's like the older you get and the more your eyes open to certain shit, you just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now back to it. As far as the Shakim Lemon thing, right? You can't tell somebody how to play the game. You can't control their feelings, especially if they get butthurt and things like that. But all I know is Shakim put in a lot of work. A lot of work. Even from his transitions, right? Even from his transitions from one thing to the next. Very, very, very strategic in his transitions. Even with his drops. Like if you send donations or you do this or you do that. Very strategic. A lot of forethought put into that. One thing I can say about the beef sector is the more creative you get and the more you can entertain with solid entertainment. With solid entertainment. With entertainment that is laced with creativity, the more they will support you. That's one thing I love about the beef sector. And the beef sector, honestly, they don't truly give a damn who you are really if you are really bringing your A game and holding that shit down. They will support you. That's the difference between the beef sector and the Umar Johnson sector. The Umar Johnson sector don't give a damn about your creativity. They don't give a damn about your creativity. They don't give a damn about you being right or wrong. They could care less. The Umar Johnson sector, they choose who they elevate and who they drop. In the Umar Johnson sector, content creators hardly ever dictate the flow of the chat. They hardly ever dictate the flow of the sector. The sector is its own beast in the Umar Johnson sector. They will lift you up only to knock your ass down. And I find it interesting that when content creators that are from the Umar Johnson sector, I find it crazy how they allow the sector to lift them up, knowing they're gonna get knocked all the way down. And it's like you don't expect it. You don't expect it. Because what happens in the Umar Johnson sector, when you are elevated, you're making money. People are hitting you up behind the scenes. You think you're growing these genuine connections. People are feeding you information. People are watching live streams you haven't watched, clipping, sending you shit. You really think that you running some shit. And you really think people are really connecting with you. You have the most in your chat. The super chats are lit up. Like everything is going for you. Only to be brought down. They lift you up to knock you down. I only experienced that one time, and it was brief. As soon as I found out what was happening to my black ass, I exited. I didn't let them bring me all the way down. Some people, listen, I didn't say person. This is not singular. Some people witnessed other people lose their jobs because of the exaltation and sudden destruction of the sector of being lifted up. And they still allowed the Umar Johnson sector to lift their asses up as if they are going to be exempt. Like I said, I don't know what it is about the Umar Johnson sector. But people come in and think that they can lay claim, probably because in the Umar Johnson sector, 60 in the chat is equivalent to 600 in the chat within the beef sector. It's equivalent. If you see 60 in somebody's chat in the Umar Johnson sector, big shit is happening. Don't let there be 100. If there's 100, that's equivalent to 1.5K. Remember when Sir King did his big one and he did his town hall meeting? He did his big one so much that people thought that he was faking the views, faking numbers, faking the chat. But his numbers didn't shift after that. His numbers wasn't fluctuating. It wasn't going up and down. Sir King's numbers stayed mother effing consistent after he ended the live. That's how you could tell a lot of people are buying stuff, is when their numbers start to do wonky shit after they end the live, because YouTube is trying to course correct and clean some shit up. So having 100 in the chat in the Umar Johnson sector is equivalent to having 1,000 to 1.5 thousand in the beef sector. Shit is happening. Shit is going on. And so if you are a bigger content creator, you think because your platform is so big and because you got so much shit popping that you could take your ass on over to the Umar Johnson sector and reign supreme. Because you'll see a Photon or a Propane having 5 in his chat, Photon on a good day having 30. And I mean, y'all wipe y'all's asses with those numbers. And so you think you have so much more to offer. But then you take your ass over there and you realize it's harder It's harder to sustain and carry your brand in the Umar sector than it is in the beef sector. I'm sorry, it's a lot harder. It's harder. Stefan, myself, and Shakim, there's respite in the mother effing beef sector. There's respite over here, damn it. One reason there's respite over here is because there is room for people to actually look at the evidence and make sound decisions over in the beef sector. There's room for that, and that's another reason why I love the beef sector. There ain't no space for that shit in the Umar Johnson sector. They don't give a damn about evidence. They don't give a damn about logic. They don't give a damn about facts. They could care less. If you're the op, you're the mother effing op, and there ain't shit you can say about it, do about it, whatever. They gon' clown. And so that's what hurts a lot of content creators that have been deemed the king of this or the queen of that. Is once the sector drops their ass and ain't nobody listening to them, they feel a certain type of way. D. Durrell knows the Godfather this, Godmother that. Damn all that. What up, Chet? How you doing, Gert? Hopefully life is good on your end. All right, y'all. I'm about to get my black ass up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this public live stream. I may just leave this bitch public, you know what I mean, and see what happens. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. You know, I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Somebody else has to be live, you know what I'm saying? I think Jay Wilson's live, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's live. Yeah, that's it, y'all. Don't get used to this. I'm not back. None of that shit is happening. I'm not back. It's just I didn't want to put any effort into my live stream. So this is me not putting effort into my live stream. My members only live. I know that I know they have an expectation of me. My mind is just not in it. I really am shaken over all the death. You know what I mean? I'm not desensitized to death, right? And to see that dude get popped in the neck and all that blood squirt out and shit like that, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, think about it. If it happened to him, it could happen to any of us. If it happened to him, it could happen to any of us. George Floyd breathing his last. Philando on Facebook. Trayvon Martin, you know what I'm saying? Tamir, you know what I'm saying? And countless others, the females. Sandra, you know, it's Brianna, you know what I'm saying? Mike. Death is death at the end of the day. And no matter how you see it, how you call it, what you think of that person, what you think of this person, if you're not desensitized, it affects you, right? I can't believe I seen it, right? When I watched the clip, I could not believe they showed a white death like that. I ain't gonna hold you. But when I seen it, in my mind was like, is this really real? That's when I knew I was having issues. That's when I knew, like, okay, I can't let the humanity of myself flee and just downplay what I just witnessed. Whether he was set up or not, I just witnessed blood squirt out of this dude's neck. And I'm not good with that. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Yeah. People
People get so confused. How is this doctor in the hood? Navigate the system, refuse to let it take my mind, body, and soul. You see what's good is misunderstood. Divine got me not sold out, but walked in the fire. Develop a real team. Try testing the true desire to really reach one, teach one, and learn from one. In a sector where they snake one, break one. Ain't no loyalty, niggas is fake. I see all them leaves. I got the rate, yeah. Let's go ahead and rake them up, bag them up. Yeah, let's go ahead and bag them up, rake them up. Let's body bag them up. What's the point when they don't play by the rules of engagement? They on that fake shit. Get it? They can't hang when the pressure cooker's on top temp. That's when they resort to doxing, calling jobs in, weak-minded with weak views and tight wigs. All of their time spent watching YouTube with no riz. Kids in the background screaming for attention they don't get. For some cash apps and AdSense checks already spent. For some cash apps and AdSense checks already spent. Watch us turn up. 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 Shout out to the codification squad. Shout out to the green team. Shout out to the code breakers. Shout out to Code Fam. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up. Watch us turn up.